Mr. Jain, Managing Director, Kamlesh Jain, Managing Director of Jain Resource Recycling with us on the show. And this is the second time, and I think in the last 3 months that we're talking to him, but they are, well, scaling up and notching up some milestones. So it's lovely to have you back, Mr. Jain. Thanks so much for taking the time out. Just at the outset, for somebody who's looking at your company, would it be fair to assume that you will be over the next 3-4 years a volume growth led player, and that's the best way to maybe analyze how your business growth happens? Or will there be added elements of non-volume growth led pieces as well?
It will be a mixture of both the things. So you know that we have been growing means last 10 years CAGR of 40%, and we will keep growing on this same scale. What I said earlier also. Of course, there's a volume growth, and there are different product mix are coming and signing joint ventures. So I don't think, the main lead will be from the volume growth, and there'll be some product mix also, and new metals are adding in that. That will help us to grow more faster.
So, Mr. Jain, okay, since this is, the main lead being volume growth, can we just dissect that first and then try and think of the other things as well? How have you done thus far in terms of capacity utilization levels and volume growth for the 9 months? What do you anticipate, looking at the way the current world is and the anomalies around that, that volume growth and capacity expansions could look like, let's say, over the next 12 to 18 months?
Okay, about capacity utilization, we like different metals got different segments, and if you want more details, we already been told on our last
On call, sure.
and you can also refer the website where we all mentioned about that. Different metals got different, but overall we are improving the capacity utilizations. Coming back to the current scenario, yes, it is very favoring recycling now, because you know that natural resources are getting depleted in nature, and the way the copper mines are struggling to get the copper raw materials, and that is why the big smelters are keen to use now a recycled material to make into virgin metals. So we are supplying to globally and as well as Indian smelters, copper smelters, and they make our recycled metal to virgin. But subsequently, we are also starting our own cathode, and which is making the recycled metal into virgin metals, and that we are going to start from the next week. And next 3 months, we are adding a lot of copper value-added product, like from copper anode to copper cathodes, copper wire rods, and copper bus bars. So all those items will lead to a value chain as well as top line and bottom line increment.
Mr. Jain, good morning. Tamanna here.
Morning.
Just trying to understand that the supply disruptions we're seeing right now across the board, including from copper mines, what is the impact for you? Is there a tailwind that you see? Is it a positive impact because demand for recycled materials will grow?
Yes, you're right. So right now there's a supply disruption in the copper from the copper mines, and because of that, definitely the recycled metal is getting advantage, and more smelters are coming to us for buying our materials to make into refined. As in the future, the recycling is going to grow more and more, and that is where the humanity is depending on that. And by seeing the current nature, so you see that there is not any much new investments are happening in the copper mines because of many factors, environment factors, approvals, and the quality of copper ore has gone down. And in current price, the difficult to work out the costing. So recycle is one of the best option for globally to supply the copper finished goods and balance the market.
Okay, so what is the kind of opportunity you see in the middle of this disruption? Have demands order flows started coming in? Are you seeing prices going up? Like you said, this is a good opportunity, but can you quantify that for us in any way and talk about the current disruption?
So as I told that there is very few investments are happening in new copper mines, and actually there is not much opportunity also not available for the copper smelters to sow the new mines. So the recycling has got a great future, and as we have been growing in copper recycling sector, I think more than 50% in last 10 years you're seeing. And copper is one of the key metal to lead our growth, and that is what we are doing. Copper recycling has got a big portion of plastic recycling also. That also we are growing in a bigger way. So I see tremendous opportunity in copper recycling, and we are going to expand our capacities. The phase one we are starting for copper cathode now, and then after 2 months another phase two, and then maybe it be phase three or phase four in the years to come. But definitely there's a good huge demand for copper products, and there is
Jain,
no.
Mr. Jain, good morning to you. And nobody is denying that the long-term future is extremely bright. What we're trying to understand is, in the fourth quarter, while certain other players are bearing the brunt of disruptions on account of the Middle East war, there are certain players that will benefit because supply disruptions globally will cause companies to look for alternatives, and your company is one that provides copper as well as lead, and I understand also aluminium as well to a lesser extent. So is there going to be a tailwind that you will see in the financials in the fourth quarter itself?
Yes, there will be a tailwind because of the supply disruption. What you're talking is not affecting us because we are not buying from mainly Middle East. We buy from mainly Africa and the US markets and somewhere in Europe also. So we don't see any big supply disruption for us, and our raw material supply is secured. And our sale also is not in Middle East. We sell in the most in Far East, in China and India and other part of Asia. So, but we have fixed conversion margins. I mean, we depend on more and more volume to grow, and that is where our strength lies, to grow the volume and increase the EBITDA and PAT margins.
Fair point. Mr. Jain, I wish you all the very best for the rest of the quarter, and we will look forward to getting into the nuts and bolts of it once the earnings come through. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, I will not disappoint you.
I look forward to it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.